So the album came out in which month of '04? Can you remember? Because I couldn't tell you what month Tempo came out. Leave me comments and let me know what month my album came out.
April or May of '04.
Uh-huh.
Right around there.
And was there a full-blown world tour set up for you guys at that point? Because Nuclear Blast was pretty good with us. They've been great with us from the start to now. I mean, I love them.
It was pretty weird. I mean, we did some. We didn't tour as much as I hope we toured on that album. Our Dying came out. We did a European tour. Then we were doing one-offs. Then, for personal reasons, the band went back on a little hiatus.
So nothing in the States really then?
Nothing really. Just one-offs, like West Coast
But
Run.
I have to be honest with you. When Tempo came out and we did do the States at that time, the shows were not all that great. And we were like, wow. Because Europe was so receptive.
Oh, yeah.
But
yeah.
It seems like the States had not got into it as quick yet,
Yeah.
And so we were having that, ooh, how many people are coming tonight kind of thing. So it wasn't, a lot of bands were, losing on the road and dying out on the road because they were trying to rekindle what we had done maybe, 10 years prior, 12 years prior.
But it was a, different time. Yeah,
it was completely different
time. I guess, for you, Exodus wasn't doing nothing when the band kind of stopped before you reformed?
93.
Yeah,
93,
okay.
90,
then to have
93.
to come back like 10 years later trying to start off where you left.
Right,
it's a
exactly.
different, it was a different landscape.
You know, and it's a trip. And I thought, to be honest, I thought we would at least pick up a little bit where we left off.
Yeah.
But then there were some shows that were great, but there were some nights where I was just like, really? Really?
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah. We've
there's more songs
that.
on the song list than there's people in the crowd tonight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We've experienced that in the States too, but I guess you just got to figure out how we're gonna do this.
Right. Exactly.
You try to go out and headline because you want to headline, but then again, you got to think about trying to team up with bands now. It worked for us in Europe.
No, it does, and it's still. And I have to be honest with you. With so much touring out there, I think it makes more sense to package it all together. You know what I mean? Put 4 great bands together so people really look at it like, man, I got to go see this, man.
Yeah.
Look at all these 4 bands together on one bill. It's something other than like like Exodus going out and headlining or Death Angel going with a local couple of openers.
Yeah.
I mean, those are always cool and those fun, but they just don't. I'd rather go see this on Friday that's got this, and this. To me, it makes more sense. To me, I love playing with, like that thing we did in December was
with
fun
Sodom
every day.
and Suicidal Angels.
Yeah, so it was just great.
Packages are good. Don't get me wrong. It draws a lot of people, gets them to come out, and it's just a lot easier. But then again, there's always the cons. Like people go, we should play it a little longer. Or
what time did you go on?
Yeah,
I thought you guys were going on at this time, and you went on at this.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Yeah, there's that too.
Yeah,
of course there is that too. So
then, all the logistics as well. But it does make sense to package up. It just gives the fan a bang for their buck.
No,
I think.
No, it does.
It
does. Now, after you said you went on a little bit of a hiatus.
Yeah.
What was your deal with Nuclear Blast? I mean, was there like we're not just going to do one record, or we're going to, do you remember?
No, I don't know the deal at the time. I know when we did that, I think we went on a little hiatus because Andy moved out of state.
Uh-huh.
So when your drummer's out of state, how could you it's kind of, at the time in 2004, kind of hard to jam. So we didn't get back into the swing of things until like 2006. We had all of, like, half of '04 off and into 2005 off.
Okay, so then who initiated the first call, or how did the wheel get going again?
Andy moved back.
Okay.
And that's when, all right, let's get jamming. Then we, got offered to go to the Philippines for the first time. Then we did Rock Hard Festival, slowly.
How was the Philippines? Talk about that, because, the band is basically, the heritage of Filipino family members together. Yeah. What was that reception like in the Philippines?
Insane.
I bet.
Insane.
It had to be.
We played a big festival. I always wanted to play there because of the heritage and
right,
whatnot.
Of course.
You know what I mean? But when we got there, it was unreal. The weather was, it's unbearable.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But the reception was good. Everyone was great. The festival was good. It was just an amazing experience having to play there for the first time.
Really?
You know, and who was our tour manager and guide at the time? Gus Peppa.
No way.
Yeah, he got us the gig the first time out there.
Wow.
Yeah, because he was living out there for a while.
What was that like, having Gus?
Gus is great. Man.
Gus is great. Gus is great. I love him. I love
Yeah.
them both. I love him. I love Andy. I love those guys. I see them from time to time. Where did I see them? I seen them at Slayer backstage on the last Slayer thing in San Jose. I saw both of them there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I hadn't seen them in a while. Gave them a big hug. They look a little older, but don't we all?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just great to see them again, you know? So,
As long as
how many
everyone's
shows
alive and
over
well.
there, Ted? How many did you guys do?
In the Philippines?
Yeah.
One. We flew
One
out there
show.
for one show.
Wow, it's kind of a long. How long did you get to play? Hour at least?
Over an hour.
Okay, good. Okay,
Over an
so
hour.
that's
You know, I mean, it was a 16-hour flight.
sure is.
You know,
Oh,
but we were
God.
able to stay a couple days before the show.
Oh, so you
and
got
after.
some time. Well,
Yeah,
that's
we had
cool.
some
That
time.
wasn't like
it wasn't
boom,
like
boom.
you arrive the next day you play and the next day you fly home,
Oh,
which
we've
is
done
always the case.
So
in a
many
lot
of the every God we did. I did Dynamo last year.
Yeah.
We did Dynamo last year, and I had to fly in, leave on a Thursday, arrive on a Friday, play on a Saturday, fly home on a Sunday. You spent a weekend going to Holland.
Yeah.
To do. Oh, we did 55 minutes.
That's it.
Amazing.
Yeah, but we were fortunate enough to spend a couple days before and after, so it was awesome.
Okay, and this is 06?
It was like 07.
07.
We started getting the ball rolling in 06 again, you know, writing and doing some stuff. Then it wasn't until 07 that rock hard in the Philippines and started getting our feet wet again, and that's when we started writing for the next album, which is Killing Season.
Killing Season.
Mm-hmm.
And on Killing when that was released
08.
08.
Like February, March of 08, around that time. And we did quite, you know, some extensive touring. We did Europe, then the States, then we went back to Europe. Then when we came back after the summer run, that's when Dan decided to step down.
That's when
Dan left.
Uh-huh.
The summer of 08. Yeah, I mean, he did he played the last gig. I think was it November of 08 at the Regency. We played with Devil Driver, I believe.
Really?
Yeah, that was his final goodbye. I guess for some people it gets to a point where
if you don't want to do this anymore, and
whether
you're not having
reasons,
fun,
whether it's personal, financial,
I don't
whatever.
care what it is.
Yeah.
Family, I know, because a lot of people know I got out of the business. I got out of the band in 04, and I came back in 14, and there's a lot of things. I'll do a whole episode on that, believe me. But, those things happen. So
Yeah.
now the lineup is?
Now, when Dan left, we got Sammy Diosdado just for a little bit, who was a bass player in Mark's side band, All Time Highs. So he filled in for about a year. And it's funny because we went to Australia in March of 09, and that was Andy's last run with us.
And talk about that a little bit. Was Andy, I know he had started a family and he was doing that.
Yeah.
Is that basically where he went with it?
I think so. I mean, I haven't really spoken to Andy much about it. Australia was it was a surreal, weird scene because it was our first time there and we were having a good time. We went out with Armored Saint, but I guess Andy wasn't feeling it no more. I mean, I don't know. I haven't really talked to him.
I know
But
that.
I
And
know
maybe that's the case.
I know Rob and Mark have during that time, and then the call I got was, Andy's not into it no more. I think, he had talks with Rob and Mark, I believe. I didn't really get
And
into
this is
deep-
in 08.
09,
Oh, this is
March
09.
of 09.
March of 09.
Yeah.
Now, did you know right away you were going to get the hammer or right away or what? I mean,
You know what's funny? I'll tell you a story. Like when Andy quit, I thought the band was over, because when you have two, founding members, and Andy was a really big integral part of the band, songwriter, great drummer, great musician.
oh yeah,
You know?
believe me, I seen him from the day one,
Exactly,
man, when he was in
exactly.
there from day one.
I thought, I too had other stuff going on in my life. That I go, all right, you'll get back to me when you get back to me.
right.
And I think Rob and Mark had a discussion, and Mark's the one that we got to keep going forth. We have to. So Mark called me and goes, "Hey, talk to Rob. We're gonna keep doing this. Are you in?" I go, "Yeah." He goes, "Call Will Carroll." That was Mark's decision.
Call Will
Because
Carroll.
I want Will Carroll to come in and play it. And at that time I wasn't even thinking of it. It's not like I was against it.
Because you guys had history before, right?
Yeah, we did. But I wasn't. I had, like I said, I had stuff going on in my life at the time that I didn't want to deal with. Okay, Andy left. It's gonna lay to rest for a little bit. I could do other shit.
Right.
So then Mark called me and goes, get a hold of Will Carroll. I want him. I go, and it shocked me. Like, oh shit. Okay.
Fuck
I'll
yeah.
get a hold of him. And I got a hold of Will, and he came in, and
That's all he came in. That's all he has to do.
and 10 years
I
later.
know. Well, 10 years. I know because I have him in my. A lot of people don't know in California. A lot of times I have an AC/DC tribute band. It's called AC/DC, and Will is my drummer. We don't really venture out with it because of both of our schedules and the
Yeah.
things we do. But when we're both home, we book shows at little clubs and play as we all
you
try
play.
to be AC. Yes, you
Yeah.
have. We do AC, and I'll say this. One of the best I've ever fucking played with in my life. And ear for what's right. And that guy plays everything to the fucking T. He's an amazing drummer.
I know. I
Amazing.
heard stories. He even corrects like the guitar player and bass player. Hey, dude, you're playing it wrong.
Oh, it's amazing.
I've
It's
heard
amazing.
stories.
Oh, you don't even know. He'll stop mid-tune. Hey, dude. It doesn't go like that. Just like this. Was that a good Will invitation?
Yeah, close enough.
Close it up. Hey, dude, you're playing that wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, mid-song. And the bass player be like, that's fucking awesome when a drummer can tell me that I'm playing my
Yeah.
part wrong. So he knows how it goes,
Yeah.
you know.
I mean, Will Carroll. He's a listener of music, all sorts of music. I mean, you could air drum.
He's the man.
Yeah.
He knows it all. He's winning. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
So he came in right after when Andy left because right when we were in Australia with Andy, we already had a European tour booked. And when Andy left, we're like, oh, we can't cancel Europe. So, we got Will to come in and boom.
And boom.
Boom.
Boom. Now, you said you had another bass player. When did you get Damien? When did Damien come in the mix?
And here's another story, dude. Me and Will played with Damien in their band called Scarecrow at the time. They had a Scarecrow, but then Matt Harvey was in the band. He left, and Will goes, why don't you just come and jam with us? So I jammed with Will and Damien. I knew how good Damien was. But we had Sammy at the time. Again, Sammy, like was it September of 2009, Sammy called. We were starting to write a record, Relentless Retribution at the time. And Sammy goes, hey, dude, I can't continue with the band. I need to spend time with my kid. Again, family, which you understand.
I do understand.
And so it was Mark that says, get Damien in here. I mean, Mark, he keeps his eyes open. He's not one of those, keeps his eyes and ears open. It's like, I wasn't thinking about it. I was like, another member change, dude? Mark goes, call Damien. I'm like, oh, okay. So call Damien, and his first show was in Eindhoven.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. So Death Angel to me is like, you're a Bay Area band, but boy, you're from Eindhoven.
Yeah,
kinda,
my first show was in Eindhoven.
I mean,
Damien.
God, you bust your cherries in Eindhoven.
Yeah.
What a great place. Again, what a great place.
Oh,
to
totally.
One of my favorite places in Europe of all places to be, to play and to be
Yeah.
lonely. So, and this is 09.
Yeah, November of 2009.
November of 09.
Thanksgiving weekend.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, because it's what's that festival?
Was it
what the
Speed
fuck?
Fest, I think?
No, what's it called? It's called
Well, Eindhoven Metal Meeting?
I know my metal.
No, we
Meeting.
didn't
It
play that
wasn't-
one.
It wasn't that.
No,
huh?
it wasn't that. We played Speed Fest.
It was Speed Fest.
Or
It was Speed
some
Fest.
sort of festival in
That's
Eindhoven.
right, guys. Europe has festivals running all fucking year long.
Oh, yeah.
Believe me,
It's insane.
all year long.
Yeah. So, and right after we had Damien, the lineup's been solid till this day.
And very solid as it is.
Yeah.
I didn't get to know him that well until we were on the bus every day together and hanging out. And I fucking love that guy. And he's
Yeah.
an amazing player.
He is.
And I really respect how he carries himself full on. And, I've always go, Damien, give me a cup of coffee. Love that
Yeah.
dude. Love that. Every time I see him, he'd be standing on stage playing. I'd look at him and go, just give me a cup of coffee.
I mean,
Just-
the lineup's been solid. We're stoked. 4 albums in with this lineup.
yes, it's great.
It's something to something to say about, really.
It's great. So, well, right on, man. I love you coming in talking Death Angel. I can bring you in to talk more Death Angel, right?
Oh, dude, Anytime.
Cool. Bay Area thrash and everything. You guys leave me damn comments and let me know what you think about this. And obviously, subscribe to my channel. And we're actually going to do an episode with you as well on Humanicide. So that's going to come up here and pretty soon when the album drops. Is that okay?
Sounds good.
Nice. We'll see all you guys real soon in Zetro's Toxic Vault.